Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday. That means it's time for our Tip Tuesday. Super excited that you're here. We are going to decorate a really fun sunflower cookie today. So I've got my cookie here. These are 3/8 of an inch. I've got my cookie here on my swivel ready to go. And I'm first going to grab a circle cutter. This is a great cutter. It comes in a nesting set, but it is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to etch my circle around that's going to be the center of my sunflower. You could always do this as soon as your cookie comes out of the oven. You could take just a simple cutter like this, especially metal would be ideal so it doesn't melt. But you could just make a little indentation in your cookie so when you go to make your sunflower, it's already there. I did not think that far ahead. So I'm just going to take it and just etch around the edge using my scribe around the edge. So I can see I've got a little markings to go by. I'm going to go kind of on the center part of that. I've got my brown outline icing along with my brown flood icing I'm going to use and my very stiff yellow icing. I use this, I got this color using egg yellow. So highly recommend egg yellow. I rarely use lemon yellow, AmeriColor. It's almost always just like too fluorescent. I love the egg yellow. So let's go ahead and outline for our middle of our sunflower. So I am outlining today without a tip on my bag. I don't do that very often, but I had just a small area to outline. So I thought, oh, it will be okay. So I'm just going to outline. I'm going pretty slow because circles can be hard. But you know what? If you're wonky at all, it is not going to matter because you're not going to be able to see it because of your petals that you will put onto your sunflower. So now I'm just going to take my flood brown. This is going to be like maple syrup consistency. And I'm just going around the edge and work my way towards the middle. Like so. I don't want to fill it up too much because I'm going to add weight of some sprinkle, some jimmies onto the top. Now, you could totally just leave this plain and not add anything. You could add polka dots. You could airbrush something. There's so many different things that you could do with this. But for right now, we are going to just add some sprinkles. All right, so I purchased these at a grocery store probably a long time ago. They are Betty Crocker chocolate sprinkles or chocolate jimmies, whichever you like to call them. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to take the top of this and use. I am just going to sprinkle them right on top of my cookie here. And we're just going to coat it real good. Make sure I get all the areas and knock it off there. And then I'm just going to take my scribe and I'm going to push all of the little extra jimmies in because I don't want them. It's going to spread out a little bit, but you don't want it to spread out too much. I'm just kind of pushing those in so that when I add my petals, it'll be nice and flush. Kind of flush, but not really. Just don't want them sticking out too much. All right, I'm going to let that dry for about 1 to 2 hours before I add the petals. But looky here, I already have one ready to go. I'm going to put my tip, my 67. This is a Wilton 67 tip on there. You can see it 6-7 on there. You can use obviously other petal tips. I like this one the best for the sunflower. I'm going to hold my tip with it flat like this, not up like you usually do with the leaf tip. This one is going to be flat straight out. All right, I'm going to start with my first layer and I'm just going to squeeze and pull back. You're just squeezing and pull back. Oh, let's talk about the stiffness. So you want a stiffer. I added some powdered sugar to this to make it a little bit stiffer because I had just regular flood icing in it. I'm sorry, regular outline icing, and I wanted it a little bit stiffer so that it would keep the shape of those leaves for this. If you're getting it like forked here at the end, go a little bit slower. And then you can always use your scribe to push those together at the end. So I'm just squeezing and pull back. Squeeze and pull back. You can try and do one leaf I'm not very good at that technique, to try and do just one petal without the ripple there. But you could always try that, especially with a different tip. All right, so I've got my first layer. We're almost done. You could totally leave it just like that, but I'm going to come back through and I'm going to add just a small leaf in between. I'm sorry, a small petal in between that first two petals on that first layer. And I'm kind of going over the brown, as you can see. And I'm just squeezing and pull back, squeeze and pull back, squeeze and pull back. And there you have it. Super simple and pretty. Sunflower cookie, super easy. It will be super delicious. Hope that was helpful, and thank you guys for joining my Tip Tuesday. Remember, my Cookie Academy opens 1 week from today. I'm super excited about it. I hope you will join me on this cookie journey. Go to my website and sign up now for my wait list. Can't wait to see you guys there. Let me know if you have questions, but I will look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye, guys.